What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Good, The Bad and The Stupid. It's Tuesday the 3rd of March. This one is going to be called the Wing It episode of the week because I'm totally winging it. I don't even know what I've got in front of me here. So it's going to be absolutely brilliant or it's going to be a car crash. And people are waiting for me, so I have to be somewhere. I can't be everywhere, but I've got to get this podcast done. So they're unfortunately they have to come second in my life. But anyway, let's move on to the funniest thing of the day was what's it called? A picture of a guy. Well, it's not funny. It's fucking crazy, really. But there's a guy stood at a train station with a gas mask on, the full-on proper fucking like a World War II looking gas mask. But the funniest thing about it was the look on another guy's face that was on the platform in front of him. Look of disgust as he's looking back at him, because it's not even like a little Chinese face mask ones that people have been using. This one is a full-on. Oh, I've got a picture somewhere. There's the first fail. He's got the full-on, with the big mouthpiece and everything there. And this guy's giving him a right dirty look. But that's going to be a sign of. I think the guy's just like thinking he feels like he's the one with the virus. Saying that, I've got to fucking say, somebody came around my house earlier on today to drop something off, and he was snivelling and everything, and I had to back away. I didn't do it so obvious, but I kind of said, "Yeah, just drop it down there, mate. I've just got to fetch something, and just drop it down there, and I'll come out and get it in a minute." But he was snivelling. I saw a bit of a drip on his nose, and I thought, I don't know the rules yet. Apparently, it's not actually a snivel. I've looked at it since, and the coronavirus isn't actually a snivel. I think it's a dry thing, isn't it? So, but it made me think, let's put it that way. So maybe next time I'll be going to the door, because I've got one of those gas masks. For whatever reason, I've got one in the garage, so I could turn up at the door every time somebody answers the door. Go, what? Yeah, okay, is there anybody with you? Okay, just you. But where's the testing kits? That's what we need, these testing kits that you put, and then you can let them in your house. Otherwise, they'd have to fuck off. And you just sit in your house. Anytime you go out and come into contact with anybody, you have to put. That's the fucking sign of the way people are generating the hysteria. Obviously the flu's a lot worse than this, but they're making it a mass panic, aren't they? But it's just funny to see people are taking it seriously, even though there's only 2 or 3 cases here and there. But anyway, let's crack on. Judge Judy. I remember Judge Judy 20 years ago when I was in Australia, when I was very, very young, because I'm very, very young now. So this was even when I was really young. But anyway, it was on then, and I remember we used to sit. I was working at this place, and everyone used to put it on the TV at lunchtime, and I used to think it was proper shit. It's funny, but it's like, it's all staged, isn't it? Half the time it's fucking bullshit, because they come in. I bet they must get the fines paid for them, if there's a fine at all. They just make up a random fucking strange argument between them, and then they sort of battle it out, don't they? I mean, I saw one, and it was the bearded lady versus the dwarf. And the dwarf, they used to be in a relationship, and I think the dwarf wanted something back, or whatever the fuck it was. I don't know what it was. But when she asked her, she said, "What do you do?" And she said, "I'm the bearded lady." And she goes, "What does that entail?" And she says, "Having a beard." That was it. And she didn't even, she said, I think she asked the dwarf guy as well, though, and it was along the same lines. But anyway, but she earns 47 million from that programme. And the 2007, CBS bought all the episodes of the show for 100 million. Fucking hell. So there you go. There's hope. All these podcasts, all these videos I'm doing here, I could sell them one day for 100 million when I become big and famous, when everybody catches on that this is the fucking show on the internet. I'm going to be fucking Mitch. I'm going to be Mitch. I'm going to be rich. Either that, or I might have to be the bearded lady. We'll go out on some sort of fucking crazy drag situation, because I'm running short of money as it is. Anyway, so there you go. We got Judge Ryan. That's a similar thing here. That's shit as well. Same thing. It's all bullshit. There you go. There's the picture. Oh no, I've got the picture of the moody bloke. There's a picture of the moody bloke. Look at his face. But the guy, I haven't got the picture of the guy with the gas mask. It'll turn up in here somewhere. Passport, the new British passport is pissing people off for whatever reason. It's dividing opinions, saying some think it looks black and others thinks it looks green. I think I don't give a fuck what colour it is. That's my opinion on it. I just want a passport. If I've got a passport, I say that, I actually like the original colour. I want it to stay red. But there you go. But I'm not going to complain. I don't, you know, everyone's getting arsey about it. Like, oh, is it blue? No, it's green. Oh, it looks black. So what? Can you use it? Yeah, good. That's it. The only pisser I had was when I lost my passport once, when a friend put it in a box safe for me when I was moving, and I'd never seen it again. But it had all the stamps in it from all the countries I'd been to. And I lost it, and that was my little list of travel adventures. So I probably forgot where I went now if I didn't have, because I didn't have that passport. Fans talking to coronavirus, fans of Peter Andre were ordered not to touch the singer during the coronavirus outbreak when they turned up to one of his shows. Please do not take any selfies with Peter Andre. Please do not have any physical contact with Peter Andre. Come on, it's hardly the Beatles, for fuck's sake. Are they really like trying to grab him and rough him up and pull bits off him, get his hair? Not likely. There might be, but they'd be fucking the dumb fans. They're not like or really young, and then they shouldn't be he shouldn't be having them touch him anyway, should he? But it hasn't come from him anyway. He said that it's news to him because he did meet and hug everybody, and he thought they were joking. He says, but on a serious note, don't touch me. So yeah, well, you know, it's just don't have him go where the fans are. Surely, if he just walks straight onto the stage, does the concert, and walks back, job done, innit? If he's going to walk through the middle like fucking Moses, then of course they're going to, like, you know, try and get a selfie with him or whatever. I saw was it Keane Reeves walking through an airport the other day? There's a video on the internet, and must have been on one of the social media things, but he was walking through an airport, and the amount of people that came up to him asking for a selfie, like, the video was him walking through the thing, but there was other people running up to him trying to get a selfie with him and that, and like he didn't say piss off, like, but he should have, because they were doing my head in on his behalf, because they were just coming over and just going, and literally they weren't like chatting to him or anything like that. Literally, Keanu, can I have a quick photo? Bang, like that. Thanks. And then walking off. And then you can see him running. You see, oh, I saw somebody else get a selfie. Oh, I want one. It's like some kind of a fucking sheep hysteria. What the fuck? Like, just to send it to people and go, look, I've met Keanu Reeves, but you haven't met Keanu Reeves. You just stuck a fucking phone in Keanu Reeves' face and pissed him off. That's what you've done. But there must have been about 30 people did exactly the same thing. And he's a nice guy, so he just leant in and let them have the photo. But fuck you now. Who'd be that famous? I'll tell you what. Just one at a time for me, please. Just one. You can't. Don't hassle me when I'm walking through the airport. Going, it's shit. Your podcast is shit. Your videos are shit. We don't want a video with you. Don't come over here. I'll be walking around trying to get people to take them. Does anybody recognise me yet? Free selfies. No. I wouldn't like that anyway. I fucking hate that. But imagine if they do that, even with people who are the worst, who are just shit actors. If they just spot somebody that's famous, they're going to stick a fucking phone in their face. That's the annoying side of social media. A caller who rang 999 1,200 times has been sent to jail. She should have been. Surely that's a mental thing, isn't it? I mean, fucking 1,200 times. She made 39 calls in 4 hours. She ain't like. There's something wrong with her, isn't there? That can't be just like taking the piss. Because the people who take the piss just ring up once and go, "Oh, somebody's fucking, you know, not put enough red sauce on my chips at the chip shop. Can you send a policeman round?" Or they haven't put enough toppings on my pizza. That's what we've heard before in the past. But she's ringing 39 times in 4 hours. That's a fucking mental thing. So you need to have a word with her about that. And what did they send her down for? She's been sent down for 10 weeks after ringing police more than 1,200 times, banning her for making false calls. Either that, or the police have just really pissed her off, and she decided, I'm going to fucking get my own back one way or another. and I'll piss them right off. All right, it's going to cost me 10 weeks, but maybe she didn't think she was going to get fucking caught. But because you're ringing 999, it's usually kind of alias until you put the phone down, isn't it? They can track you now. You got to do that shit from a telephone box and then run off. If you know where all the telephone, but they've still got telephone boxes, they have, haven't they? People just use them as a toilet these days, don't they? Or, unfortunately, some people have to use them as a fucking place to sleep because the state of the fucking country and the homeless situation. I saw a load of bedding in one. There was no person in there. They were just storing their stuff. But you got to do it, ain't you? If that's fucking the warmest place and whatever. Fuck people on the phones. Nobody uses them anyway, do they? I mean, if you ever really need to use a phone, you just fucking go in and ask somebody in a shop or something if you lose your phone, don't you? Or have it nicked off you. That's another thing that's going on at the minute. But you walk down the phone on your phone, walk down the street, sorry, on your phone, and then people are just, bang, nicking your phone out your hand, and you fucking lost it. So, especially those of you walking down with the fucking headphones on, listening to your music, with your phone in your hand. I've seen it. A guy nearly walked me off the street into the fucking road earlier. I should have snatched it out of his hand and just gone, look, that's what could happen. Get out of my way, you little shit. Do you a favour. You could have walked in the fucking road if I weren't in the way. Anyway, where was I going? Time. Scientists need volunteers to hunt down meteorites that can reveal the secrets of our solar system. Astronomers admit that they were disappointed when one recent meteorite plunged into the North Sea rather than hitting land where it can be recovered. So they're now setting up camera networks. So they're trying to track recovery. It's mad that none actually lands in like cities or anything. When's a meteorite going to slam into a city? Not mine, nowhere where I am, but when is it going to happen? You never see anything like really big slam into the sea or slam into the into land, really, do you? It's always out in the middle of the desert and stuff. It's like everything's got like a. The aliens always end up in the middle of fucking nowhere and nobody can really get a clear, guaranteed opinion that thousands of people have seen them. It's always in somewhere where there's just one fucking pissed up dude or one mental fucking guy walking his dog and he sees it, nobody else. It needs to. If we're gonna be hunting the meteorites down for you, you got to make sure they're landing in the right places. Get them to land at like the middle of a football match at half time, obviously, so everybody's safe. But slam into the fucking pitch or something, that would be quite a spectacle. That'd be worth paying to see. Or slam one straight into the fucking top of ice, wherever ISIS are. Just fucking have one slam and just wipe them out in one go. And you can go, that one was a well fucking targeted meteorite. Thank you. But yeah, it'd be good to see. They land in the desert, and I don't know. I've been to a place in Australia where there was a big, massive crater in the ground, and that was and it was massive. I mean, ridiculous. Like you could yodel into it and everything. It was that big, but that was a meteorite. But no, anyway, where's it going to go? A museum said that it's haunted by the whodunit writer Agatha Christie's ghost. Staff of the author's hometown claim the Christie's books are mysteriously knocked off the gift shop shelves where no one is around. Doesn't mean it's her. It could be somebody who doesn't like Agatha Christie books who's died. Or somebody who has got a problem with the library because he was banned from the library because he never brought his Agatha Christie's books back. So now he's like decided to fucking move in there as a ghost and just piss people off by knocking them off the shelves. Anyway, so there you go. They caught it on camera. The CCTV has filmed leaflets being apparently hurled around. Agatha Christie wouldn't do that. She's better than that. Why is she going to throw her own books on the floor? She clearly saw the woman. It was a bit of a surprise and pretty creepy. We saw something in the middle of a photo when we adjusted the contrast. There was no one else present when the photo was taken, so we are at a loss to explain it. So, anyway, no concrete evidence on that one, I'm afraid, but I wouldn't say it was Agatha Christie. If it was Agatha Christie, then there'd be books being written. You just come in one day and you find another book that's been wrote, it's on the side. You've never heard of this one by Agatha Christie. It's a new one. It's wrapped with the ghostly hand. Could be. Well, if she's there to fucking knock books off, she might as well be there to write one as well. She could be. Could work both ways. Where am I going? Boris Johnson has got a Madame Tussauds that doesn't look much like. It looks a bit like him. It looks a bit like. I don't know what he looks like. He looks like a fake version of him. I mean, usually they look quite good, don't they? That just looks like one that you'd have outside a chip shop or something, you know, advertising, or outside the butchers, you know, like with the chalkboard on the front saying cuts of meat come in the different sort of whatever's with the butcher's hat on. Looks a bit like that, but they're putting a baby carrier on him, on the front of him, because he's just had announced that he's got a baby. He's not even born yet, so you're a bit ahead of the fucking game there, aren't they? If anything, he should be putting his missus there instead of putting a baby on the front. Why can't he have a wax mark done of his missus with a pregnant bump? But they're not. They don't do that because they're not married. I bet that's what it is. Some stuffy English fucking situation. Like when they moved Princess Harry and Princess and Meghan away from the royal family when they. Obviously, it's all fucking regal and stuffy bollocks, isn't it? And like, oh, right, we'll teach them for leaving the royal family. We'll move these Madame Madame Tussauds figures out straight away, so it gets the press and they show how disappointed we are. That's what they're doing there. They're putting a baby on him, but his missus has nowhere to be seen. So there you go. That's the English for you. There's never going to be a waxwork of me anyway, so I don't have to worry too much. A lock of hair from the romantic poet Lord Byron. Right, this is the last one. You'll be glad to know. What time is it? Yeah. No. So a lock of hair by the romantic poet Lord Byron has sold for £18,000. The clump of light brown hair has been preserved in a gold and enamel locket for almost 200 years. George Byron died of fever in 1824 at the age of 36 during the Greek War. So, you've heard it here first. When a fever now takes on, what fever was it? Because someone's going to take that out of that fucking little box. He's going to be like a genie. He's going to release, he's going to breathe in the fever. He's going to go and cough that in his missus's face, his girlfriend's face, whatever, his wife. She's going to go to work, spread it around wherever she goes. Next thing you know, we're all fucking Saturday night fever. We've all got the Saturday night fever. Saturday night, how old is it? 200-year-old fever. And we're all, that'll be the next one that we've all got to battle. Could happen, couldn't it? Going to release it. It's going to be in the hair and everything. You know, they can take DNA and everything out of it. So just be careful out there. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go down the garage and find my gas mask. I'm going to see you again here tomorrow. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. See you again later. Bye.